able to finish reading it. Now I will. Understand the difference between intuition and fear. What exactly is intuition, and how do we know the difference between intuition and fear? It is important to be aware of the difference so you are able to use the gift of intuition to help guide your life. Differentiating between the two allows you to piece together information to help you make decisions. It will keep you from being reactive and from making your decisions from a place of irrational fear. Your intuition can also help you use fear in a healthy way to keep yourself and others safe from harm. It is important to pay heed to your intentions. They are often right on target. The easiest way to tell the difference between fear and intuition is to recognize the very subtle difference between the two. While all feelings come first from our thoughts, intuition is a strong feeling, like a sixth sense we have, where there is no fear present at the onset. An intuitive feeling almost seems to dangle in the air. It's what many describe as a gut feeling. You feel strongly about something, and then you think about how you feel. It could be a feeling of unease or distrust, or a strong sense of anticipation, or a good omen. At times, something just simply feels right. Fear makes itself known as a fearful feeling that immediately stems from a fearful thought. Without question, it starts in your head. As the fearful thought comes first, the true difference between fear and intuition is that you are usually aware of what you are afraid of, therefore having a concrete image in your mind. However, when your intuition is at work, not be able to put your finger on what you are anticipating. If you're always afraid to get on an airplane, or you're in the habit of thinking perilous, P-E-R-I-L-O-U-S thoughts, or if you're in the habit of thinking perilous thoughts prior to flying, this is probably not intuition at work. However, if you are usually not afraid of flying and all of a sudden have a gripping intuition about getting on an airplane, it might be a good idea to listen to that feeling. In this instance, your intuition may be speaking to you. I can tell the difference between my own intuition and fear with a very simple observation about my own psyche. My fears come up often. Very simple observation about my own psyche. My fears come up often, but my intuition speaks to me more rarely and seems to come from nowhere. For example, on mornings my running partner is not available, I frequently have safety concerns about running alone. I know this is fear because I have noticed my own personal thought pattern. While I don't let this stop me from running alone, I may decide to alter my route if I see someone or something on the trail that does not feel right to me. There is a time and a place for a little healthy fear, especially if your intuition isn't kicking in or you are unsure about it. Fear is an emotion that keeps us safe when applied with a common sense attitude. After all, without fear, we would throw all caution to the wind as if we were invincible. However, like any emotion, when our fear becomes unbalanced, it becomes destructive. It then works as an irrational force in our lives and can play havoc with our health, both physically and mentally. I like to think of our intuition as the ability to tune into our own innate wisdom, our higher self, or the part of us that is connected to our spiritual center. We need to develop a keen sense of our intuition, and this can take place. Meanwhile, notice the subtle difference between your intuition and your fear. If you do, you will always come from a place of strength when making important decisions, whether big or small. Much love, Earthlings.